it's Christine, and today I'm playing with the newest kit from the scrap room using the Flavors of the Month kit as well as the embellishment kit. And I am playing with the Photo Play paper page kit that comes in it that has a mom theme, perfect for this weekend. So let's dive into what I did with it. First of all, you can see that I'm using a lot of the frames from the embellishment kit to create a base. I'm also using one of the patterned papers that comes in the kit straight on. It's got a monochromatic background and pretty subtle, and so I thought it would work for my background page. I also am using a cut file. I cut out the word mom really big, and I am going to be creating a page that has selfies of me with each of my children. Now, one of the cool things about this page kit is it will work two different ways. It can work for telling a story about your own mother, but it can also work for telling your story as a mom. And so I opted for telling my story, and I am going to bring a lot of color into it, but my pictures are going to be black and white. So as I was looking at it, I was really drawn to these frames. And I think the reason I was really drawn to the frames is because I love the patterns in this collection. I also love the colors. They're really unique for a mother's themed collection. They're not like your normal pastels and stuff. They've got the red, they've got that aqua, they've got that yellow and black, and it just is a really cool collection in that respect. So because I wanted to include a lot of those, I had to figure out a way to work them in without just making the layout explode with color or making the layout explode with patterns. So using the frames was a great way to do that. Now, what I did as I was just kind of shuffling things around is I laid all those frames out and found, you know, with my big cut file title, this could be a really cool layout if I just kind of lay things out like this and create a unique base. I am trying to get my frames on there straight, and then I'm going to kind of go away from the straight thing as I create the layout more. Now I am going to pop my title up with some 3D foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. These ones just happen to be the perfect size. They're the smaller ones, and they fit perfectly on my script font. So that was fantastic. And that just allows the whole layout to elevate a little bit. It takes everything up, literally and figuratively, a little bit. Next up, I'm just going to kind of temporarily place my photos on there, and I'm not going to really determine the position of them until the very end. I am going to also bring some more black in, and what I'm going to do that, you can see those black strips that I've got laying there. I just cut out really thin strips of black cardstock. I did not measure them. I just eyeballed that they were similar in size. And then I am going to create a frame around my whole layout, which pulls in the frames from the inside to the outside and keeps that theme going. Also pulls in that black from my title to the outside of the layout. So you can see right now I am using my Easy Runner Grand, and I'm using the permanent dots refill in it. So I actually ran out there so you get a quick view of how easy it is to replace those refills. And the reason I'm using this specifically is because then I don't have to worry about any of my adhesive getting on the outside. I also don't have to wait on dry time for like a liquid adhesive. So this works fantastic for that. Next, I'm going to use my white pen to just add some stitching. So one of the things I do want to point out as I'm going is I was going for kind of the feeling of motherhood on this. And what that is everything is not perfect, lined up, easy peasy. Motherhood is challenging. Motherhood is chaos a lot of the time. And so I kind of wanted to bring that out in my layout. If you're a regular subscriber here, you know that my layouts tend to be straight lines. I don't often have chaos on my layouts. This one does get a little chaotic. There's a lot going on, and there's not straight lines. There's me letting go and just putting it on there and kind of stepping a little bit out of my comfort zone. But you know what? That's okay. Because I was trying to tell the story of my motherhood. So, if you feel like, well, this is a little different for Christine, you're right. Not totally out of my norm, but slightly. And I was going for that, and I kept telling myself, it's okay. The lines don't have to be straight. It's okay to have your pictures at a slant. All those things that you see coming together. Now, as I'm adding my photos on, you can see I'm definitely deliberating, like, where do I want things to land? And really, I don't finally land on them until the very end. I am taking pictures of the layout and realize, yeah, I'm going to move my pictures one more time. So definitely look at the thumbnail for this so you can see and go back to the blog and you can see exactly where I landed on this. But I am going to bring in a couple additional things to embellish it, because right now all I've really got is my base and my pictures and my title. So I want to bring in some elements from within the kit to add to it. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and just cut out some hearts. Again, I'm not going to worry about using a metal die or my electronic cutting system. I am just going to freehand it. And I am going to cut those out of my favorite patterned paper in this page collection kit. And I am going to tuck those in behind my photographs. I'm going to use 3 of them to create 3 real focal points on the layout. Now, here's where I run into some technical difficulties, so I'm going to switch gears and just show you the pieces of the layout as they came together in the end and talk you through that a little bit, because my recording stopped unbeknownst to me, and so I needed to make some adjustments. So you can see I've got the hearts on there. Now let's take a look. I also added in some mist splatters. You can see I added in some heart stickers. I added in some more words. I added in some smaller hearts with that white and red patterned paper, and I added in some yellow Nuvo drops, all pulling the whole thing together. So you can see in each little focal point I added in lots of little details for embellishments, and you can see it came together to work really well. Beautiful page kit. Definitely check it out. If you haven't gotten a hold of this kit yet this month, you do want to swing by, because she does sell out of these. And keep an eye on this channel for more videos coming up again soon. Thanks so much for being here today.